Insert a functional battery with a 50% capacity or higher. If the battery light indicator turns on as soon after it is inserted without anything engaged, then the BMS is faulty. Replace both the BMS and the main electric assembly. After the battery is inserted, press and hold the safety switch, then pull the bail handle to engage the auger. Move the battery to the other side and engage the auger. If the battery indicator does not turn on either side, turn the headlights. If the headlights do not turn on, the fuse could be blown. The BMS or the main electric assembly are faulty, the auger motor is bad, or the handle switch assembly is faulty. Proceed to the following procedures to test each of the possible causes. Testing the fuse. Use a T20 bit to remove the 5 screws securing the support assembly, then remove it. Use a T20 bit to remove the 10 screws securing the battery box, then remove it. To troubleshoot the fuse, unplug the yellow connectors from the BMS PCBA. Check the continuity between the positive input side or the flat part of the plug and the battery connector blade attached to the red wire. Repeat the test with the other battery connector. If there is no continuity between either of the connectors, one or both fuses are bad. Replace the BMS and the main electric assembly together. Proceed to test the circuit or MOSFETs on the main PCBA. Disconnect the 3-wire yellow connector that comes from the BMS and the 3-wire black connector that goes to the motor. Set the multimeter to diode mode. Contact the multimeter red test pin to the negative or black power input on the yellow connector. Contact the multimeter black test pin to each of the 3 output pins going to the motor, one at a time. The acceptable voltage output should be between 0.45 and 0.55 volts. Any reading outside this range, the PCBA is broken and needs to be replaced. Contact the multimeter black test pin to the positive or red power input on the yellow connector. Contact the multimeter red test pin to each of the 3 output pins going to the motor, one at a time. The acceptable voltage output should be between 0.45 and 0.55 volts. Any reading outside this range, the PCBA is broken and needs to be replaced. Testing the auger motor. Set the multimeter to resistance mode. Measure the resistance between any 2 of the 3 terminals. If any of the measurements are infinite, then the circuit between the 2 terminals is an open circuit, the motor is damaged and should be replaced. If the replacement of the whole electric assembly or the motor does not solve the problem, then the handle switch assembly needs replacement. If the battery indicator is okay on one side of the battery box but not the other, then the PCBA is faulty and the whole electric assembly needs replacement. If the battery indicator is okay on both sides of the battery box, engage the auger and observe the power indicator. If the power indicator is flashing orange, that means the snow blower is overloaded. Check the resistance on the auger motor or diode. Test the main PCBA. If there are no faulty parts, check and clean any snow or ice beneath the deck that is affecting the auger function. Slow your pace down or decrease the snow removal width. If the power indicator is a solid orange light, means the snow blower or the battery pack is overheated. Check if the battery pack is overheated, cool down the battery pack, otherwise, cool down the snow blower and restart. If the problem is not solved, replace the whole electric assembly. If the power indicator shows a flashing red light, that means the battery pack has a low charge or nearly depleted. Fully charge the battery pack. If the power indicator is a solid green light, but the auger does not rotate, replace the whole electric assembly. If the auger works but auger speed cannot be adjusted, replace the switch electric assembly of the handle.